Hello my dear students, this is Sundar here. Very good evening to all of you. Hey guys, welcome to this session. Alright. Surya. Wrong session to ask this question, right sir? What is the difference between hardware and software? Hardware comprises physical equipments of a system. Alright, hardware is more physical in nature, something that you can see. Alright, the touch, feel and see, touch and feel. Software is a program that runs your hardware. Simple. Done? Okay, moving on. Hi Anubhav. Hello Sanjeevni. Lovely to see all you guys. Aditi Bagla. Welcome to Vedantu Young Wonders, beta. Hi Ronit. We will see Atar Guge. We will see what are unfamiliar laws. Hi Vasantram. Yashoda. Hi. Yashoda teacher. Okay. Nice. Right guys. Now typically, we will go a little slow so that others can also join us and we will start the session. So typically what are we going to deal with? We are continuing the chapter Understanding Laws. Today we will deal with 2-3 important aspects. Aspects like how important are people when it comes to creating laws. Number 1. Number 2, we will also speak a little about domestic violence and laws created for the same, especially to protect women. Alright, so certain important aspects that we will deal with now. Okay, with respect to Vedantu Young Wonders, guys, if you are new to this channel, let me tell you, this channel has a mix, guys. It has academic offerings and non-academic offerings. Academically, we got you covered for entire year syllabus for math, science, social and English grammar, CBSE. ICSE we cover important concepts on Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays. And on the other side, non-academically, we have a lot of series happening, guys. Series on International Math Olympiad, Vedic Math. We have a coding series about to come, probably by 15th or so. Still working on it. And the space series is happening. And we also have a series on how does it work, explaining about the functioning of our different equipments and so on. So quite a good channel, a fascinating channel. Don't forget to subscribe. Okay, right guys. Now in case you want to learn from us personally, you want to take up a subscription and learn from we teachers personally, there is a link attached to the description box. And why should you learn from us personally? For for handling these challenges as a student. You have a lot of doubts, you don't know whom to ask. You want notes, you don't know where to get. Tests and assignments periodically, some well-trained, excellent teachers and mentors should give you them. Give you those tests, check how well you are progressing, give you feedback, etc. So such a subscription is pasted on the description box now. All you guys have to do is you would have click on the description box, alright, and choose. First visit the link. This is the link vdnt.in/ytpro. Choose the link, click on get, choose your grade, click on get subscription, choose how many months subscription you want. Alright, so it can, yes, and once you subscribe, you will be connected to India's best teachers, the Vedantu's master teachers. And guys, to get a very good discount under this coupon code thing, you can use the coupon code SRPRO. I repeat, SRPRO. It's an option, guys. Okay, so I'm sure there are a lot of students, they would want to know, if I want to learn from Vedantu full-fledged, how do I do that? Can I get personal attention? Everything, the answer is there in the subscription. Okay, lovely. Hi Bismanjeet, how are you? Vasantram, hi. Hi Ishan, beta, कैसे हैं आप? Pankaj, my voice is very loud. I don't know guys. What I do is I close all the doors and windows. Probably That's kind of adding to my audibility. Now, so the way we teach in that subscription will be in sync with your curriculum. Okay? So what are we going to learn? Number one, what is the role of citizens when it comes to passing laws? Guys, I want to make it interactive, so I want you guys to interact with me. Very, very important. So what do we mean by domestic violence, how it all happens, and what kind of laws are there? You call that as Domestic Violence Act, especially that is created to protect women at home. Alright, significance of Domestic Violence Act, and there is something called, someone was asking, right sir, what are unfamiliar laws? What are unpopular and controversial laws that have been passed? I'll give you one example. There were laws, the government took a decision and passed the law, people were protesting against the law. We will speak about it, it's going to be very interesting. Okay, let us see. Priyadarshini Ramesh, hi beta. Hi Shivashankar, yeah, I remember you. Hi Sharat. So guys, the only thing, please remember that your chats are separate and the session is separate. So when I am taking the session, chats will come in a separate place. There are times when I have to stop taking the session and look at your chats. So to avoid that, I continue taking the session. That is the reasons there are few of you who might feel that I am ignoring you. Not at all. Okay, I don't ignore you. You guys are everything for us and we work for all of you, right? We are putting all our heart and soul on only for you guys. So don't think that we ignore. We don't ignore anyone. Okay, right guys. So Harsam Ranjit, hi, how are you? Okay guys, let's move on. Hey guys, let us start. What I want to know is, let me ask you a question. What is the importance of citizens when it comes to passing laws, guys? Can you tell me? Do citizens play a role when it comes to passing a law or creating a law? If yes, how? Come on, I want your answers. Hi Tushar, welcome to Vedantu Young Wonders, Tushar. Devion James, I like that. If you don't know, you have to say I don't know. It's okay, good. Satyam Sahu, namaste beta. It is the citizens' opinion. How do they give that opinion is what I am asking. Guys, my question is a bit different. My question is, if a law, when a law is created, how important are citizens, alright, when it comes to creation of a law? Or how do the citizens, what is the role of citizens? Laws are for the citizens, right? So, what is the role of citizens in passing a law? Okay, so Lal Babu Chowdhury, his perspective is a little different. He is saying, sir, it is because of citizens, right? The leaders who get elected, who pass the laws are elected. As citizens, we vote and elect the leaders and they sit in the parliament and pass the laws. Very different thought, good. Yeah, apart from electing representative, anything else? Guys, every day, every single instance, please remember this, all of you. It is the citizens who indicate to the government that this kind of a law is required. Right? There was a time when multiple different types of taxes were there, which was confusing everyone, which were adding to the woes of the citizens also. Now, because of protests, suggestions and all, government took a collective, based on feedback, government took a collective decision to implement GST. See, there are people who like GST, there are people who don't. But the point is, it is as a result of the feedback from citizens. Okay. Yes. every law. Say for example, citizens, there were a time when women started protesting against dowry. In India, some time ago we had this culture of dowry system. You would have read about it, right? So people started protesting against dowry. So because of which the government passed a law against dowry. Are you getting it? So it is the citizens who indicate to the government that what is required, what kind of laws are required. Clear? Okay. SS Veni, please focus on the session. Hi Samiksha. Yeah. So the role of citizen is helping the parliament understand their concerns so that they know what kind of laws are required. So we can make the parliament, we can create that visibility to people in the parliament by protesting, signature campaigns, so many things. Correct? Hunger strikes and so on. Why hartals, Bharat Bandh, so many things are happening. The use of that is you create visibility to the government saying that, oh, this is so powerful, this is so critically required for the people to make the government understand that these kind of things are done by the citizens. Strikes, protests, signature campaigns and so on, based on which they understand what is critical and create a law for the same. Okay, so from establishing the need for a new law, alright, at every stage citizens play a pivotal role, guys. Remember this. So the voice of the citizen make the parliament, alright, makes the work of the parliament more accessible, makes it more transparent. What we need, we try and voice out as citizens and they pass laws for the same. Okay, moving on to domestic violence. Guys, can you tell me what is domestic violence before I speak about it? Hi Subranshu. Hi, namaste. Guys, can you tell me what is domestic violence? Come on, come on, come on. Violence related to house, related to a family. Yeah, that's what we call domestic. Domestic means inside house, generally in house, right? Beautiful, good. Violence done in home. Generally more 90+%, it is the women of the house who are survivors or victims of domestic violence. Generally, domestic violence refers to the injury. Remember this definition. The injury or threat of injury caused by an adult male. It is adult male. Generally, it will be the husband against the wife. Right? Nowadays it has also become in-laws. Alright. So domestic violence are caused even by in-laws nowadays. So injury may be caused physically by beating them up or emotionally abusing them. Yeah, which is totally unacceptable and intolerable. Guys, abuse of a woman, the way women are abused can be verbally, sexually and economically. Dowry system is an economic abuse. You beat them up, you handle them violently, asking them to get more money, right? That is economic abuse. You getting it? Guys, is everyone clear what is domestic violence? Give me a yo, let me move on. Menti is there, beta, hold on. We will go for Menti. Super. Violence is nothing but using physical means to harm someone. Using or creating physical harm on someone. That's what we call violence. Clear? Alright. So often women who face violence are abused or they are seen as victims. because they have undergone that violence. So women struggle in several ways to survive. Okay, there are places, guys, where women go through unimaginable, torture in the family, within the family. So therefore, instead of calling them as victims, it will be more apt to call them as survivors, because somehow every single day they are passing those days surviving the tortures, the violence. So generally it is the women, all of you remember that. So for them, in December 2002, the standing committee submitted its recommendations to Rajya Sabha and also tabled in Lok Sabha, and for the safety of our women in India, in the family, Indian families, Domestic Violence Act was passed in 2005. Okay, all of you remember that. In 2005, both the standing committee submitted the recommendations into Rajya Sabha, and then the bill was tabled in Lok Sabha as well, passed in both the houses, and it became an act in 2000. Alright, so what is that act called as? Protection of Women from Domestic Violence Act. I repeat, the act was called as Protection of Women from Domestic Violence Act. And when was it passed? 2006. Okay, guys, the law was passed in 2005 and it came into effect in 2006. So if at all you have to speak about it, it is called Domestic Violence Act in 2005, but it came into effect in 2006. Alright, so the law was reintroduced in Parliament, sent to the President for assessment and approval, and finally it came into effect in 2006. So it is called Protection of Women from Domestic Violence Act. Clear? Victim is someone who have been prone to that violence. You call them as victim. So how important is Domestic Violence Act? It provides right to women to live in a shared household. When there are a lot of people around, still the women in the family should be secured and they have their rights as per this act. Okay, so women can get protection order against any further violence. They can go to the police station and ask for that safety and security. No one can touch them. And in case, women can also ask for monetary relief to meet their expenses, including medical costs. So two things are there, guys: prevention and cure. So to prevent them from being acted upon through any violent means, Domestic Violence Act helps. On the other side, in case some domestic violence happen, women can file a case, also ask for monetary relief to handle their medical expenses as well. Both. Clear? Monetary relief is asking for money. I am a victim of domestic violence. Alright, I can file a case, ask for money, and the family has to pay me that money. Clear? Okay, so guys, unpopular and controversial laws. See, there are times the Parliament passes some laws and citizens don't accept them very easily. Can you speak about one or two laws like that? Come on. There are certain laws which the Parliament has passed, but citizens don't accept them very easily. Cesar is asking, sir, why to pass a law so many approvals are required? From Rajya Sabha, Lok Sabha, then it goes to the President. So why so many approvals? Because, alright, once a law is passed, it can affect 150 crore population of the country, guys. Remember that. It's not an easy thing, right? So it can play with the lives of people. So it has to be checked at different levels. It's different level of quality checks before it is approved. Okay, Farmers Bill. Alright, there is one more. There is called Citizenship Amendment Act, which was brought. Remember, there was a section of people who accepted it. There were a section of people who protested against it. Right? So Citizenship Amendment Act only spoke about people who were unlawfully residing in India. They would no more be considered as citizens. They might be living here for a long time, but still if they are living unlawfully, they will not be considered as citizens. So Citizenship Amendment Act, CAA as you call it. Against CAA, so many protests were there at one point in time. So these were unpopular. Farmers Bill, anti-farmers bill it is. Farmers Bill, that also created certain level of protests. So like this, a lot of unpopular controversial laws were also there. Okay, constitutionally it is approved, parliament has passed everything, but people don't accept that. That is why these laws are called unpopular and controversial laws. People might criticize the law, they tear them apart in media and all. Okay, speaking about what kind of law is this? Media, newspapers, TV channels and so on. So in a democracy, that's the power of democracy. In a democracy, if people say we don't want, they can always speak about any kind of laws. Feel free, which cannot happen in any other form of government. When a large number of people run protests, signature campaigns and so on against a law, sometimes even the parliament, lawmakers are forced to change them. Remember that. So it is not that all laws are permanent. If people protest very fiercely and large scale protests happen throughout the country, people in the parliament are even pressurized to make amendments to the laws. Clear? Clear? Okay, every law has multiple subsets, guys. We will speak about them separately. So subsets like articles and sections. So a law is nothing but it's a huge document on a specific issue. Okay, so there are multiple sections of the law and articles stating the law, multiple clauses for the law. So when you are using a law, alright, when you are using a particular law to kind of file a case against someone, you have to be very specific on under this article and section of this particular act we are filing this case. So law, articles, sections, all these are subsets of a law. Clear? Okay, the law can never be biased. Remember this. If the law is favoring only one group of population, massive conflict can happen throughout the country. And people, if they feel that the law is biased, they can go to court against the law. See how beautiful our constitution is, right? If they don't feel like it, they feel that no, this law is not for the people, this law is not for the people, they can go and fight against it, file a case against the law also. So the court has the power to modify or cancel the law if it finds that the law is not adhering to all clauses of the constitution. So therefore, role of citizens does not just end with electing representatives. Citizens has a huge responsibility on their shoulders, right from giving feedback to the government on these laws are essential, these laws are good, these laws are against the people, etc. So people have the right to fight against unjust laws, laws which are not proper, which are not useful, which are anti-people in nature. Okay, so guys, as responsible citizens, it is our responsibility to provide feedback to the government on whenever a new law is passed, or whenever you feel that an existing law is unjust as well. Clear, all of you? Okay. So guys, if everyone is clear, give me a yo before we move on to a Menti. Now, Rosa Parks. Remember Rosa Parks, all of you? She was an Afro-American woman. She was riding in a bus, alright? And that point in time, when apartheid was at the peak, racism was at the peak, she was asked to give her seat to a white person. She refused, and she was forced to do that. So she protested the law on segregation like blacks and whites in public places, and her protest grew a lot of attention throughout the country. And you know what happened? In the Civil Rights Act was passed because of that in 1964 throughout the country, where people, blacks as well as whites, should be treated equally. So Rosa Parks was kind of a revolutionary on that front. Remember that. So she is an Afro-American woman. She was riding in a bus in 1st December 1955. She was asked to leave her seat, give up her seat for a white man, to a white man. She refused, because of which she was forced to do it, and she protested against that, and this drew attention throughout the country. Clear? Okay. So now, as a result, Civil Rights Act in US was passed in 1964. Guys, you know what? Now, because of the act, no racial discrimination can happen in US. So Rosa Parks was considered a hero. Right. Okay, guys, moving on to a Menti. Give me a yo, guys, if everyone is clear. So guys, a quick recap. Typically, citizens have a lot of responsibility to pass feedback to the government. Government can pass a law, but citizens have to provide feedback on the law. So there are times when uncontroversial, unpopular laws also come, which we should protest against. On the other end, you also see that there are laws which are essential. So if you feel that some law is required, we have to create visibility for the government to notice us. And that can happen in the form of protests, signature campaigns, strikes, a lot of stuff. Okay? So that's about it, guys. Moving on to a Menti. Guys, I want you to open a browser window, a new browser window, and type www.menti.com, M-E-N-T-I, menti.com. Type menti.com and use the code 8374730. I repeat, 8374730. Once again, I repeat, guys, you have to open a website called menti.com, M-E-N-T-I, menti.com. And once you go there, once you type that website, it will ask you for a quiz code. The code for today's Menti quiz is 8374730. Yeah, of course, Rosa Parks was a heroine. Hey guys, come on, yeah. When I said hero, it's a heroine. Yeah. There are times when we use the word hero for unisexually, both for male and female. You know what? This girl became a hero overnight. We don't say heroine, right? So don't get confused. It's okay. Alright, say 30 seconds. First question will be there on your screens. Hi Jadeja. Do you know you are one of my favorite players? What is the difference between Deepa Anand is asking? What is the difference between a strike and a protest? Strike is a means of protest. Protest is showing your opposition, that you are not accepting something. So what are the different ways in which you can show opposition? One is doing a strike, one is doing a signature campaign, one is doing a bandh, one is doing a hunger strikes. All these are means of protesting. Now you are clear? Protesting is the larger entity. There are different ways to protest. Strike is one among that. Striking is nothing but stopping work. That's it. Not doing something. Alright, it's time. First question on your screens, guys. Be ready, all of you. Okay, 7 questions are there. And the first question is, what do you call a violence-free relationship where husband and wife are equal with each other and enjoy? Is it called equal relationship? Is it called discriminated relationship? This is called distance relationship, or all of these? A violence-free relationship where both husband and wife are treated equally and enjoy equal rights. Okay, 139 of you got it right. Good. Equal relationship. Simple. Casper, Aryan, Uday, Thanu and Johanna. Top 5. Room Jaival. Room 2 IDs. One I am closing. You can't use 2 IDs, beta. Close 1 ID of yours. Divya and Casper. Casper also 2 IDs. What's happening? Guys, I'll blow off the ID. Don't please remove 1 ID immediately. Question number 2. Spider Chandan, don't worry. SST is a lovely subject. Law on domestic islands was made in which year? Made. 2005, 2006, 2007, 2008. Let me see. Good, guys. It was made in 2005. It came into effect in 2006. So 131 of you, most of you got it right. Good. So 2 questions are done, after which we have Uday, Padyala, Divya, Ryan and Ayush. Top 5. Hola Half, Vedant, Dripto, Ojesh and Srini. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So question 3. 4 more to go. Who was the Afro-American who refused to give her seat to a white man in 1955? What is the name? Rosie Peter, Rosa Parks, Rosemary, Rose John. Rosa Parks. Good guys, good, super. So 3 questions are done, and looks like, okay, Ayush is at the top. Wow, Ayush, Holahab, Divya, Ryan and Uday, top 5. Srini, Atar, Akshara, Srija and Riya. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Question 4. 3 more to go. 4th question is what? Dash refers to injury caused by an adult male to a female. What is it called? Domestic violence, injury, dacoity, murder. Look at the options here. Hi, Chaudhary, Kun Chaudhary. Domestic violence, good. Violence by a male to a female at home. So now, Hola Hop is at the top. Hola Hop, Divya, Ryan, Ayush, Srini. Atar, Akshara, Sakina, Frija and Kartika. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So question 5, just 2 more to go after this. Be ready all of you. In order to become an act, a bill has to pass both Lok Sabha and Vidhan Sabha, Legislative Assembly, Rajya Sabha, Vidhan Parishad. Atar Guge. See, it's a very, very debatable thing. Sir, if equality is required, then why reservations? Reservations are there because right now there is no equality, if you ask me. There was a time, for years together, there is a section of people who have been treated as untouchables, not given enough, they were treated as minorities. Because of which their lifestyle and our lifestyle are kind of 20-30 years behind. So it is very important for us to bring them forward fast so that we are able to bring in that equality quickly. And that's why reservations. Yes, here and there you will find people misusing it, you can't help it guys. But the broader idea is to bring everyone equal. So that from then on we can stop all the reservations, make everyone equal. Clear? But for now, still there are people who are minorities, untouchables, treated untouchables earlier, still their lifestyle is way, way back compared to ours. Okay? Right? 134 of you, Rajya Sabha. Yeah, Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha guys. It has to be tabled, Lok Sabha, Rajya Sabha, then the president has to approve. Remember this. Ayush. Yeah, I think Ayush is Srini is at the top, followed by Ayush, Atar, Srija and Shwetang, top 5. Riya, Akshara, Kartika, Vishruta and Hashem. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Question 6. Here we go, just one more to go after this. Hi Aditya. Yes, Viva, untouchability is definitely a crime, no doubt about it. But it was there, right? So, that's why it is. Dash submits its reports regarding any bill to Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha. Cabinet Ministers, Ministry Council, State Ministry, Parliamentary Standing Committee. Which is the right answer? So, 63 of you got it right. Superb. Ayush, Riya, Akshara, Ved and Hariom, top 5. Akriti, Low Health, Agent X9, Advitya and Shaswati. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hey guys, the final question for today. And the question is, the Constitution states that there should be no dash exercise of power. Mediatory, custom, arbitrary, none of these. Come on, come on, come on. Hey guys, not bad. Most of you chose arbitrary. Very nice. Superb. Arbitrary exercise of power. Guys, arbitrary exercise means I have power and I use that power based on my personal interest. That's called arbitrary. Instead, there is a system based on which whether I should use my powers or not is decided. That is systematic. But if something is not systematic and done in personal whims or means, fancies, then it is called arbitrary. Clear? Arbitrary. So 134 of you got it right. Who's at the top now? Who's gonna win? Ved, it is. Looks like Ved, guys. Yes, it is. Ved wins the quiz today. Great job, Ved. Congratulations, Beta. Followed by Hariom, Lohit, Agent, and Shashwati. Top 5. Anne Maria, Sakina, Aditya, Gani, and Aditi. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Keep it up, guys. Amazing. Right. So guys, I hope all of you, congratulations to all the winners. I hope you enjoyed the quiz as well. Now, yes, I hope you found the session useful and informative. Hit the like button and let me know you liked it, guys. Don't forget, because see guys, the number of likes give us an indication that students are finding it useful. Alright, and it is important they are also valuing these sessions. So hit the like button, let us know you liked it, and on the other end, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you have not done so. Guys, tomorrow at 1 p.m. I will come back. I will speak to you guys with a lovely session on ICSE. Okay? Bye bye guys. Until that, this is myself Sundar Ravindranathan signing off. Take care kids. Bye bye.